Time to talk a little Dallas Cowboys football, and joining us now, Mickey Spagnola, always the man who's following everything going with the Cowboys. And Mickey, how much did the bye week help as far as getting guys healed and maybe getting the guys in the right mind frame to get to the next game?
I think that it helped the most that last week they had to go into intensified COVID-19 protocol after the backup tight end, Vance McDonald of the Steelers, tested positive. So they had to cancel their one practice that they had planned last week during the bye. Had that been a regular season week, who knows when they would have gotten back into practice. It might have been Thursday, it might have been Friday, and you might have had to play a game on Sunday with only one practice. So the bye was perfect for them in that regard. It certainly helped that Andy Dalton was in concussion protocol, was in COVID-19 protocol. It looks like he should clear those two hurdles this week. He practiced on Monday. He should be good to go, so you get him back. Now, you did lose Trayvon Diggs. You did lose Tyler Biadasz, but you should get Chidobe Awuzie back this week. And Tyrone Crawford last week wouldn't have been able to play because he got placed in COVID protocol. It looks like he should be cleared in a day or two. So in that respect, you get some guys back, but you still had some other guys that you lost.
Now, talking about playing under center, the Red Rifle appears to be back, and a lot of people are asking me about Garrett Gilbert. Oh, hey, he's doing really well. What would you do? And I said, well, I think the Cowboys would probably rely more on Andy Dalton because this is not his first rodeo, and he's got the cool and calm to get the job done.
Yeah, and that's why they signed him, to be in this situation. The unfortunate thing is, in his one lone start, the Cowboys' offensive line got overwhelmed, and they fell behind 31-3 against Arizona. The next game he gets hurt, suffers the concussion because they couldn't protect him. I understand what Garrett Gilbert did, and it certainly was encouraging. But again, I think if you go back and look at some of the game, you'll say, oh gosh, I wish I had that, or wish he'd done this. And so maybe with a little bit more experience, he could have done that. So they're going to go back to Dalton. And I would think with these 3 games coming up quickly, because remember, it's Sunday, Thanksgiving, and then the following Thursday, you don't have a lot of time to get another guy in a whole lot of practice. So they're going to rely on the experience, go back to Dalton, assume everything goes well this week, and then kind of see where they're at after that second consecutive Thursday night game.
One of his guys that he'll get the football to, CeeDee Lamb, 3 more catches, huh? And I understand he's about to break a record for rookie receptions.
Yeah, he's played awfully well, and they can't be more happy than what he's done, than with what he's done so far this year. The last couple games, not as many receptions, but again, you're playing kind of quarterback roulette here. One week it's Dalton, the next week it's DiNucci, the next week is Gilbert. And the passing game suffers when you're starting 3 different quarterbacks in so many weeks. So again, and now you're switching quarterbacks again. But he's played well. You can see what he can do, and it'll only get better from here, not just this year, but especially after a full offseason, assuming that everybody gets a full offseason next year.
Well, defensively, everyone knows about the Cowboys' struggles. I say one name from the Minnesota Vikings, Dalvin Cook, and what do you say?
I said you better be ready and buckle your chin strap because that guy's coming at you. And it looked like the Bears did a nice job Monday night. They held him to 96 yards, right? And he needed 30 carries, and that's an accomplishment. Well, if you tell me the Cowboys could do that this coming Sunday, I'd take it right now and then take my chances with everything else because they're averaging 156 yards rushing even with a lower output this Monday night. The Cowboys have been giving up 157 a game, and we know some of those totals that kind of went into the 300s and the 200s. So they've got to be able to stop him at the line of scrimmage, sort of what the Bears did. They kind of corralled him at the line of scrimmage. They didn't get pushed off the ball, and they didn't start chasing. Everybody stayed in their gaps. Everybody stayed in their lanes and made sure that any of his cutbacks, he was cutting back into another defender. So that's going to be vitally important in that game, so the Cowboys don't have to score 30 points to be able to win. Can you hope Minnesota to the 19 points they scored Monday night against the Bears? I think if you do that, you give yourself a chance to win the game.
And I guess watching that game last night, Cordell Patterson gave everybody else something else to think about, right? 104-yard kickoff return.
You think Mike Zimmer was not happy? Happy with that kickoff, that they kicked it right to him at the goal line? Yeah, you don't want to kick him the ball, and I don't think they did it the rest of the game. I think after they scored, they start dribbling kickoffs right down the middle. So yeah, he's amazing, and for a guy his size to have that kind of speed, boy, it's really deceptive.
One more thing before we get out here, Mickey, just based upon what you've seen, what kind of chances do you give the boys on actually taking this one?
Well, if they continue to play better, you know, and to me, anytime you step on the field, you have a chance. And the Vikings are coming off will be coming off a short week, having played Monday night. They have won 3 in a row, and you know, like I was saying that week of the Pittsburgh game, it seems like in the NFL, the more you win in a row, the closer you're out of losing, because the percentages catch up with you. So maybe 3 in a row is all they can do, although they lost 3 in a row early in the season and then they won a game. So we'll see how this one turns out. If the Cowboys can play defense the way they did against Pittsburgh, at least the way they did against Pittsburgh, if not better, and if Andy Dalton can get this offense going again, yeah, they've got a chance. And again, it's no big deal these days to go on the road, right? Because there's no fans in the stands in the majority of the places, so you're really not at a decibel deficit heading into a dome stadium.
All right. Thanks a lot for your time. He's Mickey Spagnola. I'm Van Tate. We'll see you next time.